The Hanuman Chalisa Face-Off continues to dominate the politics of Maharashtra. Now, BMC is preparing to take action against the couple for violations in their car residence. This is the Rana couple. The civic body listed out 10 violations after inspecting their house. BMC has issued a show-cause notice to the lawmaker couple, asking them to file a reply within 7 days. The letter served to the Ranas says the couple would be prosecuted if they fail to provide sufficient cause. Ranas have alleged that action is being taken against them. It's due to political vendetta of Uddhav Thackeray government. Remember, the BMC inspection at the Ranas' residence took place when they had flown to Delhi to meet the Speaker of Lok Sabha after they got bail.
Why are you going to Delhi?
See, first of all, I'll tell you all the situation, whatever happened from lockup to jail. Because of complaints against them, here I have registered complaint, I have given complaint, but nobody has worked on that. And I know I will not get justice from Maharashtra. I have to go and knock the door of central government.
What do you think about the sedition charges?
See, I am not going to talk about that particular subject because court has given me orders. Keep on particular subject, you should not talk or you should not meet any press conference. So I am not going to talk about that. Once the sedition, whatever it is, it will go off, then we'll talk. But whatever happened after that, it is my rights and Samvidhan has given me that right, so I'm going to do on that.
Well, trouble has been brewing for the Rana couple for days together now. The BMC has in fact found several violations as far as their construction, their residence in Mumbai's car goes. The BMC has already served a notice to Navneet Rana and Ravi Rana, the independent MP and independent MLA from Amravati. Remember, they have been in a war of words with the Uddhav Thackeray government in Maharashtra for days together now, after they challenged Uddhav Thackeray to recite the Hanuman Chalisa. And they said that they're going to do it outside the residence of the Chief Minister at Matoshri. They were not allowed to do so. Instead, they were arrested and put behind bars for 2 weeks. The Ranas have just got bail. In fact, they've got relief from the court essentially. However, they continue to fight this battle. And they have, in fact, taken this to the national capital as well, saying that the Uddhav Thackeray government is, in fact, backstabbing the BJP, has backstabbed the BJP, and that they have no values. The values of the Sena are lost, is what Navneet Rana has said, also challenging Uddhav Thackeray to an electoral battle. Paras Dama is with us from Mumbai City, getting us many more details on that story which refuses to die down, that controversy that refuses to die down. Action by the BMC against the Ranas. They had been issued notice for several violations that were done during the construction of the residence in Khar in Mumbai City. What are the Ranas saying now?
Right, Sneha, this all starts with Hanuman Chalisa when Rana couple said that they will go to Matushri and they'll chant Hanuman Chalisa. After that, all this political circus started, and right now we are at a situation where BMC had issued a show cause notice to a Rana couple. Their flat has been illegally constructed from inside. This is what BMC is saying, that there is some 10 irregularities has been found by BMC inside the car residence of Rana couple, where there are some things which has been illegally built inside the car residence. But the main thing is that the Rana couple is saying that this is all political vendetta because they had gone, they were wanted to go to Matushri and they wanted to chant Hanuman Chalisa outside their home. So that's the main reason why Uddhav Sarkar is trying to play with them. That's why he is targeting the Rana couple. Right now, Rana couple is in Delhi. They had met some political mastermind over there. They had met some political masters over there, but right now BMC had issued a show cause notice to them, and they'll just now do all the procedure which will be important to for this whole thing, that notice that has been given to Rana couple.
Paras, thanking you for the moment. Notice issued to the Rana couple. The BMC has asked them to reply as far as the violations at their residence, at their house and car in Mumbai is concerned. And staying with the Maharashtra, political war between Raj and Uddhav Thackeray has escalated. MNS Chief Raj Thackeray sent a letter to Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray slamming him for action against MNS party workers. Here's what happened.
Thackeray versus Thackeray reaches a whole new level. MNS Chief Raj Thackeray has shot off an angry letter to cousin and Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav over the loudspeaker Chalisa Rao. Raj Thackeray took to Twitter saying, "Do not test our patience. Power comes and goes. No one has a copper plate of power. Not even you, Uddhav Thackeray," and posted the letter. Raj Thackeray has slammed the Uddhav government for taking action against MNS party workers. Thackeray said as many as 28,000 MNS workers were served notices and many of them were arrested even before starting the agitation to take down the loudspeakers from the mosques. MNS chief said his party workers are being hunted down as if they are Pakistani terrorists. The Shiv Sena has accused the MNS chief of trying to disrupt harmony in the state.
It is out of frustration he is making such statements. He had some intentions. He expected some violence out of it, but which did not happen because the law and order have been maintained by the Honorable Chief Minister in a very wonderful way.
Raj Thackeray has been rooting for a ban on the use of loudspeakers for azan and has threatened to play Hanuman Chalisa at double the volume. The political face-off between the two warring Thackerays is taking a new turn every day now. Bureau Report, India Today.
The loudspeaker debate is getting louder. After UP and Maharashtra, it is now echoing in Karnataka. The Bombay government has now issued a 15-day ultimatum to all institutions to comply with the Supreme Court guidelines on noise limits. Here's more.
Karnataka government's new ultimatum. Chief Minister Bommai issues notice to pull down unauthorized speakers from religious places within 15 days. Yes, the loudspeaker row which sparked off in Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh is now echoing in Karnataka. After Hindu right-wing group Sri Ram Sene pushed the BJP government to show some guts like Yogi did in Uttar Pradesh and crack down on loudspeakers at mosques, the Bommai government has quickly responded with a notice. The Chief Minister held a meeting with senior officers in Bengaluru and decided that a 15-day deadline be given to pull down all illegal loudspeakers and bring down decibel levels of those with permissions in place.
We are sure that law and order will not be disturbed and law and order will not be given into the hands of miscreants who are trying to disturb Karnataka's harmony.
Sri Ram Sene on Monday had launched protests across several temples in Bengaluru, Mysuru, Mandya, Bengam, Dharwad and Kalaburgi. They played the Hanuman Chalisa on temple loudspeakers, following which Bengaluru police stormed in to detain a few. Karnataka Congress calls this move an election gimmick orchestrated by the BJP.
Since elections are going to take place next year, you can be sure that one more issue is now going to crop up, and that is also going to be a communal one. So after the end of the Azan issue, there is going to be some other thing which is going to try to keep the communal divide active, and this is in the run-up to elections in 2023.
Karnataka government though remains firm on the order. Instructions have been given to take strict legal action against those who do not comply with the Supreme Court mandated loudspeaker guidelines. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's video from Gujarat has created a massive political storm. In this video, Rahul Gandhi can be seen putting a garland on the railing of the staircase of the Vadodara airport. This garland was made of cotton threads and was offered by Gujarat Congress leaders. The BJP has alleged that cotton yarn was Bapu's favorite and Rahul tossed that scarf at Vadodara airport. The Saffron Party has accused the Congress leader of disrespecting Mahatma Gandhi. BJP leaders have tweeted clips of Rahul Gandhi and demanded that Congress apologize for his actions. Congress rejected all the charges, calling the incident a non-issue. Rahul Gandhi was on a day visit to Gujarat to address a rally in Vadodara.
ये सूती धागा इस स्वदेशी का भी प्रतीक था। ये सूती धागा देश के स्वतंत्र आंदोलन का भी प्रतीक था और यही सूती धागा पूज्य बापू के मूल्यों का भी प्रतीक है। इनका अपमान पूज्य बापू का अपमान है, पूरे गुजरात और पूरे देश का अपमान है। कांग्रेस को इसके लिए माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
The government is hinting at the role of a global pharmaceutical major behind the WHO report that suggested that 4.7 million people died in India as a result of COVID, putting it 10 times the official figure. There's a very serious charge against the World Health Organization. Top sources in the government saying that global pharma majors who were denied entry into the Indian anti-COVID vaccine market can perhaps be behind the malign India toolkit. Sources have said that the report was quote-unquote mischievous. There was an attempt to release the report ahead of the crucial 5-state assembly elections. Rahul Gandhi attacked the government for underreporting the deaths in India. Centre had objected to methodology adopted by WHO, calling it based on faulty mathematical models. Fish being smashed to death, animals being tested and killed on testing positive. China continues with this madness, also known as zero COVID policy, that has given zero results. Sneha Mordani with this report.
Intense lockdowns, killing cats and dogs, and now testing fish and smashing it to death. This is China's latest strategy in fighting COVID. Another bizarre measure in its zero COVID policy. You heard that, right? China is now testing crayfish and running an RT-PCR on them. But is that even surprising? After all, this is the same country that has killed animals, done tests on goats and chickens, thrown toddlers in quarantine centers, and beat its own people to pulp, all in the name of zero COVID, a policy that has never worked and will not work. But this madness continues in China. Without batting an eyelid, China goes about with this monstrosity. Shanghai, the worst hit city, hit by a lockdown for 50 days. The question is, when will the World Health Organization address the serious rights violations here? Rights of men, women, children, and even animals. In New Delhi, with Sneha Mordani, Bureau Report, India Today.